Happy Friday and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing a full set using gel polish and acrylic to create an ombre. I'm going to start off by first removing her natural nail shine. As you can see, I am getting pretty close to the cuticle area because I do want to remove some of that extra dry, dead cuticle. My drill is on a really slow speed. I'm not trying to thin down her natural nail, I'm just removing her natural nail shine. I'm going to be going in with these cuticle nippers. These are half jaw cuticle nippers. And I'm just going to remove any of the skin that's just kind of standing up. When I do this step, I'm not looking to do a full manicure, so I'm not trying to get rid of everything. I'm basically just trying to get rid of whatever's just standing up, so that when you do the full set, you know, it looks nice and clean. I'm going to be using our 2XL square no C-curve tips. And I'm also going to be using our resin. This resin is really good for nail tips and it's also good for crystals. This is our old packaging and comes in a white bottle. We are sold out of this and we are going to be restocking. It's going to be in a black bottle. The bottle is also going to be bigger. And the label is also going to be a little bit updated. So our glue does dry pretty fast, so you don't have to be sitting there waiting for it to dry for too long. I did want to leave this part in real speed so you guys could see how fast it dries. I apply the glue to the nail tip and then I just shake it for maybe like 4 seconds. And then I apply it to the nail and I just hold it down for another few seconds. And when I let go, it's nice and dry. So again, I just apply since the brush on, I like to just apply it directly to the tip. I shake it down just so it could get a little bit tacky, kind of like when you're applying eyelashes and you shake the eyelash so that when you glue it on your eye, it glues down faster and better. And again, these tips are the 2XL no C-curve. And just to mention this, our C-curve tips are have an even less of a C-curve compared to other brands. There's 2 different kind of no C-curves tips out there, and this one is just more flatter, less curved than some of the ones that are out there. So if you have a lot of trouble using C-curve nail tips because it's hard to apply the acrylic or it's hard to get the nail shape, you're really gonna like these. It makes the application super easy. And our tip boxes for our nail tips, like our acrylic nail tips, they are $20.99. And we have these available online and in store. And we also have a lot of other shapes in stock as well. Okay, so next I'm just going to be cutting these down. She just wanted like a regular long length, so I'm just going to be measuring them, putting them cuticle to cuticle side by side and just making sure that they're the same length. Alright, so next I'm just going to be blending the nail tip into the natural nail. Again, I am using a pretty slow speed. I believe I'm only at about a speed 4 or 5 because I don't want to blend too much or go too fast and I'm going to like burn my client. After I'm done blending this, I'm going to start the prepping process, like to apply the acrylic. I'm going to be going in with our nail cleanser. I'm going to spray this on a no-lint wipe. This helps dehydrate the nail, it removes all the dust, and it also removes any oils that's on the natural nails. Just gives you a really clean base so that when you apply your products, they hold on better. Next, I'm going to be going in with our nail dehydrator. This is further going to balance the pH of the natural nail, remove any natural nail shine, any natural oils from the natural nail. And I'm just going to be applying one coat. Next, I'm going to be going in with our acid-free nail primer. Now the nail primer is what's going to bond the acrylic to the natural nail. And I'm only going to be applying one coat of this, but you can definitely apply two. 1 or 2 coats is recommended. Also, this is our new packaging, so our nail primer is coming in this new gold bottle, and it is only $10.99. I'm going to be going in with our clear acrylic, and I'm going to be putting this down as a base to her natural nail. And I am also using our traditional nail liquid. We have two. We have our orderless, and then we just have our traditional one. And I am leaving these clips in real speed for the ladies that are out there that are still learning acrylic and need something that's going to be step by step so you guys could really see what I'm doing. Alrighty, and then this is our nail liquid. This is the one that I'm using. It has no MMA. It's medium setting, and this bottle is $25. I'm going to be going in with our gel polish 2776. It's a really light blue color. And this is where I'm going to begin to do the design, the ombre design. I'm going to be applying the gel about halfway through. And we are going to do multiple colors. Next color is 211. This is a nice yellow pastel. Again, I am just going to be painting this halfway through because I am going to be doing an ombre. Next, 186. This is a really light pastel purple. Next, this is one of our new gel polishes. This one is Hema free, J016. This is like the perfect little pastel orange. Next, 518. This is a nice mint color. I'm going to be carrying this for 1 minute under the LED light. And then I did apply a second coat, but I did not film that part. This is our Rose Gold Edition acrylic brush, size 10. I'm going to go in with the nail cleanser, and I'm going to remove that tacky layer from the gel polish. The reason why you want to remove the tacky layer is because if you try to put acrylic over the tacky layer, it's just going to kind of slip off. It's not going to stick. So next, I'm going to be applying clear acrylic over the gel polish. And then I'm just going to lightly blend it down. You don't want to put too much pressure when you're doing this, because if you put too much pressure, it can just kind of scrape off. Not scrape off, but it could just kind of come off. Because again, this is gel polish, so it is really smooth. So that's why I want to put a layer of clear so that when I ombre the nude down, it has more of like that acrylic feel. And again, this is our Rose Gold Edition acrylic brush. This is 100% Kolinsky. Our size 10 is already sold out. We only have size 12 and 14 in stock. This is limited edition, so after these sell out, we are not going to be having this design in stock again. So if you are interested, I'll leave the link in the description to this brush and also everything else that I'm using. So next, now I'm going to be going in with the Nude acrylic powder. This is our Nude 3 acrylic powder. This is one of our best sellers from our nude collections. So I'm just going to blend the cuticle area. Make sure that it's nice and flush to, you know, her natural nail. I'm going to bring the acrylic down a little bit further from where like the separation from the gel was, and then I'm just going to blend it down. I'm going to be applying one more bead just to make sure that it has the coverage that I want. Always make sure that if you're getting too close to the skin of the cuticle, you are removing that before it dries. And then again, I'm just going to be blending this down. So this is how you do an ombre between a gel polish and the acrylic. We used these, well, we decided to do it this way because the colors that she ended up liking, they were all gel polishes, so that's why we did it this way. Now I'm applying clear acrylic just to encapsulate the design so that when you come back to file, you're not removing the ombre, you're just filing on top of the clear. So again, I'm going to be going in with Nude 3 acrylic powder. Making sure the acrylic is flush to the natural nail. I'm going to be bringing that acrylic a little bit lower towards the tip, and then I'm going to start blending. And then after this, I'm just going to be going in with clear acrylic, and I'm placing that right where the blend is, basically encapsulating it, so that when I file back, I'm filing back on the clear and not on the ombre part. So this is our new extra fine 5-in-1 bit. This is our purple edition. The yellow band means that it's extra fine. If you see me using a red one, that one is usually just regular fine. And I'm going to be using this to go around the cuticle area and just making sure that there is no excess acrylic there. I'm also making sure that I'm flattening it down a little bit towards the cuticle area, basically smoothing it down so that when it grows out it looks natural and it doesn't look like super bumpy. And again, when I'm going near the cuticle area, I am going at a pretty slow speed. Like usually around, the fastest I go is maybe 5 or 6, 7 maybe. And then when I'm going around the rest of the body of the nail, then I'll pump it up to maybe like a 10 or something like that, depending on your drill as well. Some are faster, some are slower. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just sealing the cuticle area, and then I'll pump up the speed, and then I'll do the remaining part of the nail. So here's where I did speed up the nail drill, and then now I'm just going to be going over the entire nail. And here I'm just making sure that everything is nice and smooth, nice and even, that there's no crazy lumps on one side and then flat on the other. And just removing some of that bulk since we did also encapsulate it. So that's what the thumb looks like. Now I'm going to continue, and I'm going to do this to the rest of her nails. I'm going to be switching over to my sanding band. This is my 120 grit sanding band. And I'm just going to go over all of her nails one more time, and this is just going to further smooth out the nail. Just get rid of any lines that 5-in-1 bit might have left. Getting closer to the cuticle area, since it is a sanding band and I do have it at a low speed, I could really clean up and seal and get rid of anything that I don't like that's on the cuticle area. So you can see the difference between the ones that I've used the sanding band on and the one that I didn't. Now after I'm done doing this, now I can go ahead and start shaping. I'm going to be using my 8080 grit zebra hand file. And I start off by just shaping the side walls, making sure that everything is nice and straight. After I'm done doing that, then I'll go ahead and I will flip her hand around and make sure that everything looks nice and straight, and file the tip of it. So after I'm done doing this, I'll flip her hand around and make sure that everything looks nice and even. After I'm done hand filing, I'm going to be going in with our buffer. This one is a super cute and small, and it's super soft too. We have these available in store. A pack of 50, I believe, is $12. And I'm just going to be buffing her nails, preparing for the design, so that when we design, everything is as smooth as possible. Alrighty, so next you can have your client wash her hands, or you could just remove it using nail cleanser or alcohol. She did want a little outline, kind of like a Frenchy look, so I'm using our gold liner brush. I believe this is the 10mm side. This is a collection that we have. The collection is $35, and it comes with 5 double-ended brushes, so you get 10 brushes. And these are super easy to work with when you're drawing nail art or ombre. It comes with a lot of different brushes. I am using the same brush for every color. I'm just grabbing a little wipey and I'm just wiping off the gel polish that I used previously. And again, this brush is from our gold brush collection. And the collection is $35. Also, I don't think I mentioned, but our gel polishes are $12.99. Our original packaging was the black bottles, but we are upgrading almost everything to our gold top bottles. So even the gold top bottles are $12.99. The last color that I'm going to be doing is the Minty Green. And after doing this, I am going to be curing it for 60 seconds under the LED light. So this is, yes, our 10mm liner brush. Next, I'm going to be going in with our glossed top coat. And I'm just going to be applying this all over the nail. Our glossed top coat is $14.99. Super high shine. Medium thickness. It's not super watery, so you don't have to worry about it running into your cuticle area. And it's not super thick to where it's gonna like make your nail look crazy. That's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in next week's video.